Hiya lovelies, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Linz. So we are going to be attempting to do Yorkshire puddings today in the air fryer. Now this has been a highly requested video for quite a while now. I will say I have got so many little containers and things, and I'll just show you these to start with. I picked up them. They're quite a heavy duty sort of one. So my hope was they weren't going to fly around inside the drawer. Where if you were here and you made the mince pies, you would have seen that we had the little aluminium ones. You can probably use them as well. But what we're going to be doing, just to be on the safe side today, is putting the crisper plate on top of them just while the oil is heating up. Now, there is lots of different factors that come into play when making Yorkshire puddings. And what I'm going to say is, even if you don't succeed to start with, keep trying, just keep at it. One thing that is really important, that's why it can be a bit more tricky to do it in the air fryer, is your oil has to be extremely, extremely hot when you pour in your mixture. Another thing I found is to try and make sure you have got the freshest eggs you can get hold of. That helps. Make sure your flour isn't stale, that type of thing. I know that we all have, or most of us have, our own sort of recipe for making up the batter. So I've made up mine here now at the moment, and it has been in the fridge for about 2 hours, because I do find that it's better if you leave it for a little while before you actually cook it. Now, I've made my mix a little bit different to the one I done the toad in the hole video for. I'll try and put a card up here somewhere, and you can watch that after this video if you want to. So basically what I have in here is just a little bit of a mix. I have 2 eggs, 100 grams of plain flour, a pinch of salt, and 125 mils of milk, where before I was only using 100, but I wanted to try and make it a little bit fluffier. Probably not the right video to be experimenting on, but if you've been here a little while, you will know that is what we do. So we're going to come down first, and I'm just going to show you how I'm going to get started. So I'm going to take out my drawer, and the crisper tray is removed. Now, I will link these down in the description if you want to see them. They're not that cheap, I'm going to say. So if you do have your own ones, then work away with them. Or as I said, the wee aluminium ones probably would work. So I know that only 5 of these will fit in, and they come in a pack of 6. I am taking some vegetable oil. Now, you want an oil that is good at high heat. So vegetable oil or sunflower oil works particularly well. And just in the bottom of these cups here, we are just going to put just a tiny bit, enough to cover the bottom of that. So there's about half a teaspoon if you want the, to get really technical with it. And I know that these are really good non-stick as well. So that is your oil all in them. And we're going to pop them into the tray. Now, we can kind of see that there. You can fit about 5 in kind of comfortably. So what I'm now going to do as well, just to stop the fan lifting up them things, is I am just going to pop that crisp plate just on top of them, and it'll hold them down. We're going to pop this in the air fryer. I've actually turned it on the wall today. We're doing well. And I am going to go on to max crisp. Now, whatever air fryer you're using, use the highest temperature you have, but I'm using max crisp, and I am going to put them on for 4 minutes. Now, we don't want this to do its cool down thing, because as I said, we do need that oil to be super, super smoking hot when we put the batter in. So I'm just going to have to keep a close eye on this until it gets to just sort of like below the 4 minute mark, and then we're going to come back. No, we're not, because I turned it off instead of pressing start. All right, hold on, we'll start again. 240 for 4 minutes. Yeah, see, we're just leaving that in because, at this stage, if you've been here a while, there's lots of blunders. Right, lovelies, this is saying about 10 now, so I am just going to press off on that. Now, it's not going to mess up your heating element. It's not been running long enough to get hot enough to do that. So then we have a fight to get the crisper tray out. That's that. And I'll bring it down quick. This is where you have to kind of be quite quick with this. She says as she's going a slow. So just in the bottom of them there, I am putting about 10 ml or 1 centimetre of batter mix. Lovelies, please remember, if you can, to hit the thumbs up button. And consider subscribing if you'd like to. It's completely free. So now we're going, sorry, YouTube job, and I have to get that in. I hate saying it. So now we're going back on. I'm going to go air fry for 200 Celsius. So that is 425 Fahrenheit. I will put it on the screen as well. And we are going on them for 8 minutes. And fingers crossed, that should be them done. These have just finished and I've let them do their cool down. Ooh, okay. Quite impressed with them, I must say. So we'll just pop them out onto the tray. And we want to have a look underneath to make sure they are cooked. That lighting is just doing me no justice. Okay. Now, basically, lovelies, you can make these, where are we? Well ahead of time, and then you can pop them into the freezer. I would put them onto a sheet. Freeze them kind of so they're individually and not all shoved together, because otherwise they stick. And then to reheat them, I would put them in at about 180, 200 for about 4 minutes. And that should be them then heated up and cooked. But you just double check them. But yeah, I'm really happy with them. And I know it's really cheap to go and buy now a packet of the frozen sort of like supermarket ones and things. And then you just throw them in for a few minutes. But there's just something about making your own, I think, to be honest. And you know, once you get used to making Yorkshire puddings, you can make kind of bigger ones and then put stews in them. And we'll go down that line, you know, at another time for another video. But lovelies, thank you very much for being here. Thank you so much for all your support. And yeah, you just really mean the world to me. I love reading all your comments. So make sure to say hello or over on another video. Take care. Happy cooking. Experiment. Remember, these don't work all the time. Sometimes they will just go poof sometimes, but it's just all about keep at it, keep going. You can do it. I know you can. Bye for now, lovelies.